Well, Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu came up with a very excellent plan to annex the entire Gaza and within the boundaries of international court and law. Well, yes, US President Donald Trump has now come up with this whole thing known as a peace board, and this whole concept has been made so that he can give UN a U-turn and now put up and paste this entire peace board to the entire world. We all know after the end of the World War II, UN organization was formed so that in any of the countries, none of these things can happen again. Any developing country should not be annexed by some developed country. Any country who's going under the war, any such situation, malnourishment of a child, poverty, women crisis or anything like that, everything was actually taken care by UN. But now US President Donald Trump has just degraded its entire value. And not just that, many countries who comes under a part of UN and many countries like India was not getting a permanent membership in UN are now really worried because UN was the place where they can counter all those international injustices which are happening to one or the other countries out there. But now all of them have put a shut on their mouth because UN has been degraded and replaced by this thing known as Peace Board. What is this entire thing? What is this Gaza Peace Board thing which Donald Trump has made, and what are his true intention behind all of this? Well, if you actually think that Donald Trump is really interested in developing Gaza again, putting up the Palestine, giving them the entire status, developing them, now seeing the humanitarian crisis out there, rebuilding a school, hospital, and so many other things, then you are barely wrong and nothing more than that. Just a wrong perception. Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu always wanted to annex Gaza. They always wanted to come up with a real estate business in Gaza. They wanted their oil refineries. They wanted their rare earth minerals. They wanted their mineral resources to be annexed by the entire Israel and US. And that is why US was one that strong of a country who always supported Israel by the end of the war also. And US President Donald Trump was the only one who could, come up with a negotiation and ceasefire. Since the war between Israel and Gaza, sorry, should I say Israel and Palestine have ended, after that entire thing, there have been still many of the attacks on Gaza, not just that. Now they have Gaza Peace Board. So basically in this, if you want to become a member of this entire thing, then you have to give an amount of $1 billion. Yes, I'm not kidding. If India wants to become a part of Gaza Peace Board, then you have to give approximately 9,000 crore dollar, which can be calculated when it comes to Indian rupee. Yes, exactly, for the membership of this place. So basically, Gaza Peace Border is the entire organization where people are going to, businessmen and countries are going to invest in this entire peace deal. And now from the entire money, they will reshape Gaza's entire infrastructure and everything. And whoever is going to invest money into the entire thing is going to have some or the other stake in Gaza. Yes, you're hearing it right. Some or the other stake in Gaza is a big thing. Not just that, if you do realize, basically, whoever is going to be the board of member of this entire Gaza Peace Board, they are going to almost rule the entire country. And not just that, they're going to actually access the entire place more than its actual country. And that is what Gaza is going towards. And US President Donald Trump has also invited PM Narendra Modi, France, Canada, and so many other countries. But France, Canada, and many of the European Union countries have said a big no to this entire thing because it is almost like a death for humanitarian crisis out there. Because the more US and all these countries are going to invade into this entire thing, nobody is actually going to care what Palestinians want. It's more like they're going to take the entire place from the hands of Palestinians. And not just that, they're going to revamp the entire city on, should I say, in their own conditions and everything like that. And after that, they're going to rule it. So Palestinians would be a slave in their own country. That is what these people want. And We see now UN is saying nothing on this entire scenario. We have not got any such information or any such of a bigger bite on this entire thing. But US President Donald Trump wants to end this entire thing, and he wants to actually grab the countries. He's going under this whole game of grabbing countries and countries. When once he started with Venezuela, now he wants Greenland, then Iran, then Cuba. So many countries are in the queue. Now he is also putting up a war against European unions and their entire countries. So basically, Donald Trump is annexing it. Not just that, he's not listening to anybody, and whosoever is coming in the between, he is putting up tariffs. Right now, he has put up a fine tariff on many of the countries who have put up their soldiers in Greenland, which are coming under European Union. So like this, he is going to handle it all. Now, what I'll tell you, what is the biggest loophole about this entire Gaza Peace Board? I'll tell you what. So basically, in UN, you see Donald Trump and United Nations gives the bigger amount. I mean, they give the most of the amount, and they almost run UN, and that is why they have veto powers and everything. Oh, by the way, side the topic. India was also given the veto power, but Jawaharlal Nehru, in his due friendship with China, almost gave it like a friendship gift to China. And right now, that is one of the reasons why China is ahead of us. Yes, because of the mistake which Jawaharlal Nehru did. Now, coming back on the topic. Now so basically, in the entire UN, US President Donald Trump said that we are giving the most of the money. We need to have an access about the entire procedures and everything, and we need to have a bigger stake in this entire thing. We need to have a bigger stake in making decisions and everything amongst the UN countries, and whatever the matter is in the UN and whatsoever is coming. So if UN cannot give you that, then he has started this another place where Gaza Peace Board have started. Now there would be many more countries coming under it. Once Gaza is done, then there would be a Ukraine Peace Board in which European unions will come up with an entire thing and then invest. And like this, whichever place is under the war, whichever country is going under the war, who are suppressed, demolished, then going through poverty, not having the government, not having the military as per the rules, slowly, showing that we are going to develop the country, but on the backstage, Donald Trump is going to annex the entire country. And not just that, he's going to take away the resources, the revenue, and if there's an income of 70 rupees, Donald Trump is going to take the entire 40% into his market, into his pockets, and then he's going to put up 30% to those people out there. So this is a dangerous deal and one should never sign for it. But let's just think what happens. Critics are saying this is a very disturbing deal which is coming up in the scenario right now. And some of the countries who see their entire profit into this entire thing and who are having a capitalist approach, they see that they can almost have a stake in one country. That is one of the biggest deal we could ever ask for. So those countries are supporting Donald Trump. Let's just see what wins this time, emotions or capitalism. That's all for today. If you like such geopolitical scoop poop, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe Global Shark. This was Shivachitranshi signing off, and I hope that you have been watching my regular videos. And also, please comment that whatever thing you are thinking that I'm lacking behind or something like that. Your love and support is really important for this channel to grow. Thank you so much for watching us.